Okay, something a bit positive for a change. A video tour of my pride and joy, my wildflower plot in my garden. This was sown in September last year, literally direct drilled into the grass, which is what you see the rest of it there. And then the patch was sprayed off with glyphosate, so it looked like that all winter, which didn't please my wife, but I think she's coming around to it now. This end is established quite badly. It's quite thin, poor land here, and it's dry. I think we had a bit of rabbit grazing. 26 different species of native wildflowers, a mixture of annuals and perennials. I also threw a handful of cover crop seed in, which is where the Phacelias come from. Looks a little bit out of place, but it has been flowering for about a month now, so it's greatly extended the nectar source for the bees. It's on a less spot. Expanded the nectar source for the bees. It's absolutely buzzing with them on a sunny day, this is the first non-sunny day for about a month. You'll notice there a white patch, that's corn chamomile. It's been favoured in that patch for some reason. The mixture of seeds is the same all along. There was a tree, you can just see the stump of it there, it blew over in the summer of 2018 in a big storm, and I laid the wood that I'd sawn off it on a pile there for about 15 months before I drilled the plot. It seems to have done something to the soil which has favoured the corn chamomile. It's interesting how different species predominate at different places along the plot. Just a little bit further along the plot now, a lot more biomass. Poppies have just started to flower properly in the last week, but there are lots more to come. There's a few oxeye daisies you can probably pick out, and lots of the plants are actually not very spectacular unless you get really down to the almost on your hands and knees looking for them. There's a yellow rattle plant which has more or less finished flowering, forming its pods. This plot in the middle here has greatly favoured the Phacelia. It's underneath these trees. I'm thinking that the leaf litter from the trees probably enriched the soil quite a bit over the years and made it more fertile, which seems to favour Phacelia. I've always thought it likes more fertile land. It never seems to do very well where there's not much nitrogen. See there, massive poppies still to come. And bit more Phacelia. Corn cockle, the tall plants, this one here, they establish very well in the autumn, so they seem to got away to a flying start in the spring. So they're dominating places. Most of a significant number of the plants need vernalisation, so a lot of them didn't actually germinate until the spring of this year. So it's a lot of small plants in the bottom which don't look very spectacular at the moment, but I think they'll flower in due course. And as we get further along here, the soil texture changes slightly. It's a little bit more bodied, a bit more moisture, and it's again slightly different balance of plants. It seems to favour the poppies even more, and the sorrel as well seems to like this area a bit better. It's a shame it's not a better day, but the moisture will do it no good, no end of good, I'm sure, so I'm not going to complain about that. I'll try and do another video at a different point when different plants are flowering. So bye for now.